Just a sec. I just forgot to.
Yeah, they are saying that we are not seen.
Now I think everything's going to be okay. Good to press one important button, go live.
Okay, Bloxport Envelop. I see the ammo. Yeah, guys, we are live on YouTube.
Yeah, they are saying that we are not seen.
I just checked YouTube and I see myself and us on the YouTube, but I'm not sure are we live or not. Just test, shake hand.
Suppose live because it's echoing.
Yeah.
Okay, Bloxport Envelop. I see the ammo. Yeah, guys, we are live on YouTube. I just checked YouTube and I see myself and us on the YouTube, but I'm not sure are we live or not. Just test, shake hand.
Yeah. Suppose live.
Okay, fine. All good.
Say they hear us and see us. That's perfect.
Yes, yes. I just tapped from the corporate account as well. They see us. Guys, we are live on YouTube. Guys, Clement or Alexander, YouTube. I see myself and us on the YouTube, but
I don't have YouTube.
Just test, shake hand.
Yeah. Suppose live.
Okay, fine. All good.
Say they hear us and see us. That's perfect.
Yes, yes. I just tapped from the corporate account as well. They see us. Guys, Clement or Alexander, I see myself and us on the YouTube, but
I don't have YouTube.
Just test, shake hand. So I think how many times we need to hear ourselves again?
They hear us and see us. That's perfect.
Yes, yes. I just tapped from the corporate account as well. They see us. Guys, I think Clement or Alexander, I see myself and us on the YouTube, but I don't have YouTube. Just test, shake hand. So I think how many times we need to... Alex, we were on mute with Clement, so it looks like the echo is coming from you. Yes, yes, I just tapped from the
No, I'm not on YouTube.
Guys, I think Clement or Alexander. Great, so we are good, no echo anymore.
Yeah. Nice.
Finally, we did it. Great.
Yeah.
Let's start.
Live streams. That's very good. So I just need one more confirmation from our marketing team. They see us as well as we do. They seem to be. Black screen.
How many times?
Strange. Maybe let's start anyway. We can record our.
Yeah, we can start and. Great.
I think that we are on YouTube and we are online now. So
great. Let's start.
Yeah. Someone said that this video is restricted.
Restricted? You mean online people don't see us?
Yeah, Elena says that. Maybe let's type in the chat. Strange thing. There, I see 39 likes, so maybe we're online exactly now.
Yes. 19 watching now, 39 likes. So some people were not patient enough to wait until we'll fix the technical issues with the connection. It's fine.
Yeah.
So do we need to restart recording to upload the?
No, I don't think we
version?
can cut it.
Okay, fine, better.
Just type to. So here we are here for NFTs, as anyone understands. So, yes. Maybe in some location this video could be blocked anyway, but the whole other world will see us. So maybe we just start from the whole concept of NFTs and why do we think it's important for us? Maybe share, guys, your ideas about that.
So do you mean about Bloxport 1 or NFTs in general from your side?
In general, from you and focusing on Bloxport, of course, as well.
Okay, great. So we are Bloxport 1, Swiss sport technological company, founded in 2019 in Switzerland with headquarters in Zurich. We have team spread internationally, and our CEO is now in Dubai flying into the WOW conference, so he should join us later if he will manage to join. I'm Alex, I'm CMO of Bloxport 1, and Clement is with us, CEO of Bloxport 1. Great to be with Envelop, and great to have a chance to work with you on the same mission, because basically our mission is to change the way sports business operates and to improve the business, to streamline sports business and sports relationships between fans, athletes, and brands as well. Currently, sports is not very streamlined. It's very complicated, lots of agents. It's quite difficult to get exposure for young athletes and rising stars. Most of the money comes into the pockets of the huge stars like Ronaldo, Messi, LeBron James, and you name it. And mass sports is basically not that easy, and to enter sports business is not that easy for the athletes who are just trying to focus on sports, not on the media side and on business. We are fixing this gap with the blockchain technologies, and the company started with football scouting. We have football scouting application live. Clement can tell more about this actually, because Clement is in football and in sports since many, many years. And I'm a business person. I'm a marketing person with 20 years experience in different industries, and mostly FMCG, high tech, retail, and so on. And now focusing on Bloxport 1 as the global project, which will change the way sport business works. So to make the long story short, basically, we try to become Amazon of sports, and NFT is one of the great tools to change the way sport business operates. Currently, NFTs are mostly utilized in the market like NFTs 1.0, as we call it, as a collectible cards, right? So you just buy NFT, what you can do with it, you can have it, you can display it, and you can resell it. That's it, right? So this is what we call NFT 1.0. We started to work on NFT 2.0, supercharged NFTs, which will enable tokenization of name, image, and likeness rights of the athletes. Will enable athlete power index benchmarking and trading, and we will be able to link NFTs to sports events and to actually enable sport fans and crypto investors to invest in the athletes, to get returns, to get measurable returns, predictable returns, and also, of course, to speculate the athletes and the athletes' indexes. And when we started to work on it, shortly we have discovered that Envelop already has advanced quite a lot on this way. And we discovered very quickly, talking to you guys, that we are completely sharing the vision for the NFTs development. We understand that NFTs are not just collectibles. NFTs are much more than collectibles. That's a new way of decentralizing finance and decentralizing ownership on internet and on blockchain. And we joined forces together. We have really pretty fast signed with Envelop an agreement, and we are happy to be with you because you are the protocol and we are the use cases. We are opening the world of sports for Envelop protocol and the whole DAO.
I should mention that you are the fastest ones to sign the MOU and agreement to cooperation. So I just really was surprised by such a speed. So I just even couldn't believe when our
and this is a Swiss company. So for a Swiss company, we're like triple fast.
Yeah.
I can tell you because I worked in a Swiss company in Nestle for 10 years, and I can tell you Swiss companies are not that fast, but we are the new generation. We are very agile. We are very fast, and we know basically what you want and what we want. We were completely in line with each other. So we signed quickly. I don't remember, but like we spent maybe 2-3 days aligning the agreements, and that's it, and we signed, which is a good sign.
Yeah, because it's obvious about synergy. So as we also give new utilities to old NFTs by our protocol and other features, like you said about redistribution of some incomes, royalties, and so on, make a kind of second generation of NFTs, not just static. We also can make it dynamic and fulfilled with assets and economics. And I think that it's also a good thing because now fans can become in closer connection with their favorite sport players, when they also can maybe sometimes help them to develop some projects and to help rising stars or share incomes from real big stars like Messi and so on. But there's, I suppose, just some legal issues, but I think it will be solved in the soonest future. So there's a big movement in this direction.
Absolutely. And in terms of legal side, we're a completely legit company. The company is registered in Switzerland. We have also a branch in Poland, and we just registered a branch in the United States, in Delaware, to focus on the American market and to focus on the new opportunity to tokenize student athletes, right, which was just allowed by North American Student Athlete Association, College Athletes Association just in July. So we are very fresh on this opportunity. We are all in front of you. The team is available on the website, and this is what crypto called a doxed team, right? I'm still learning many new terms after 20 years in the normal business, and crypto world is a little bit different, but it's really very cool, and it's so much more advanced than the traditional finance, so much more advanced than what sports business currently represents. So we are basically, and we can proudly say that we are the most advanced sport blockchain company. We have some others which are copying from us and copying our solutions. And thanks to our collaboration with Envelop, they will soon see Bloxport 1 skyrocketing more and more, and they will chase us and try to copy what we have done. But you know better than us in terms of Envelop advanced solution to have wrapped NFTs, to have NFTs charged with some events, to have NFTs triggered by live events as well. I mean, real life events. And we will be able to utilize this all for sports use cases. So they will be just chasing us, and we will be just moving forward more and more together.
Yeah, if you say about real events, real life events, now we are executing our first use cases about organizations of, for example, WOW Summit and CGC one. So when we just wrap inside NFTs some tokens of sponsors of these events and drop to the attendees of this event. So on WOW Summit will also be there on Friday online just, but we'll be there, and everybody Iman who will be chosen by our partners will also receive our wrapped tokens with some surprises inside. So register and get this bonus.
Very good. Yeah, so those who didn't register for WOW Summit, please register. Our CEO should be there in person. So he's already in Dubai. He just arrived, and his name is Tom. So maybe we will get some good news, more good news from them, and new collaborations as well. Basically, the big thing which we are working on now, and where Envelop will help us, is the sports accelerator. The accelerator which will be delivering a scalable solution for the athletes. First of all, so first use case are for the sports and for the athletes, but we are working also on different application. So in our NFT marketplace, which is live at the moment in MVP, minimal viable product version, we have sports exclusive collection for the rising sports stars based on NFTs 1.0, and we have some elements of new NFTs already available and launching very soon. So now we have games of skill, so you can use your NFT of the athlete to win some BLS tokens if you predict sports results. Not gambling. It's not gambling because gambling is not allowed in Switzerland like this, but it's like a prediction game where you can predict specific results like number of punches of a kickboxer, number of ball hits from footballers, and so on. So if you know the game well, you can predict well what will happen, and you can win lots of BLS tokens there. That's our native token, BLS, which is available on 2 centralized exchanges and 2 decentralized as well. It's currently on Binance Smart Chain, which is the biggest blockchain in the world in terms of number of users. And also to mention that we are collaborating now and we have signed agreements with different blockchains. So we will expand our marketplace to different blockchains, which will bring new use cases and more user base as well. And maybe we will also have our token wrapped and available on different blockchains. One of the great use cases, which is very relevant for NFTs 2.0, it's real life use cases triggered by different sport events and by different athletic events, like your athletic activity, your exercising, you're following the sport events, being present in the event. And we are collaborating with a blockchain called IoTeX, Internet of the Things. That's a great advancement, and we will for sure do a lot of new use cases together with Envelop and IoTeX. So expect great advanced application of NFTs, and we will move this market forward together quite a lot.
Yeah, if I may just jump in. I have a meeting in a few minutes with one pronounced club, and hopefully we will implement all of these ideas that Alex is talking about, and you guys are also providing, and we will bring new value, something that was never done before, to the market, and we are very excited on how things are moving from here. So this is from my side.
Yeah, it's great that clubs are open to such new things, because when we previously had connections with sports through another company, so it was we are try to say what we are doing, but as for these guys, the NFT was new thing and the crypto assets was new thing. And when we started all our concepts about wrapping NFTs and what profits it can give, so it had we had to spend time to simplify maximally to let any man from sport who's never heard about NFT, cryptocurrency, and so on, why do they need it, what profits will it give them, and especially when you say about profits that it will bring to a club, or it's coming more interesting for them.
If I may interfere with what you're saying, you know, I was in Madrid 14 days ago on World Football Summit. So the whole industry was basically over there. And I can tell you guys that we are still in such an early stage of everything that we are doing here that it's amazing. This opportunity, upside potential is enormous. And more clubs are joining in. And with that, more and more fandom are being somehow intrigued by the idea what's going on and brought into the space. And with that, we strongly believe that crypto world will grow crazy in upcoming months and years.
Yeah,
it's just the beginning. Sports is a huge market. Sports is a multi-billion-dollar market. Lots of people are following different sports, including huge sports like football, basketball, baseball, and so on and so forth. Lots of sports are actually engaged in sports like athletics, college sports, high school sports. That's a huge opportunity to bring new people into crypto world with something which is easy to understand, because basically if you start from collectible cards and you just tell them that basically this is like Panini card, but this is digital, people get it. If you tell them that NFT 2.0 charged with athlete marketing rights is like a bond with coupon, and you will be able to earn from this bond with coupon when athlete gets money from his or her marketing contracts and sports achievements. People get it. Of course, it takes lots of efforts and lots of time to explain to people, to clubs, to sports, but we are good in communication, and we are good in sports connections as well. So Clement is in sports for maybe 30 years. So, right, Clement? So if we count the time when you were playing football, coaching football, and like from your school football time, probably you have already 30 years in football, right?
30 plus, yeah, 30 plus years, and hopefully it will be useful. All of these experiences in football, and like I told you just now, I have a meeting, so I will say I'm sorry that I have to go. It was a great pleasure, but hopefully we will bring something amazing to the whole community that we are, both projects are building together. And I wish you all the best.
Hey, Clement,
and Alex is amazing. Alex will present the idea of Bloxport further on.
Thanks, Clement.
Thank
Good
you
luck
very
with the
much.
meeting, and let's sign.
Great, guys. Take care.
Thank you.
So, Alex, as we talked about a lot of opportunities, and what do you think are the main problems, or we have to pass via this way to perfect future with NFTs in sports?
So basically, sports business is not really fair, as I told already, and as we all know, when Messi or Ronaldo signs new contract, everybody is counting how many millions of dollars or euro they will earn a day, and how many millions they will earn in bonuses and whatever. But if you will talk to people who are very good in sports, because we talked a lot of time to different sports people who are, let's say, champions of Europe, champions of their nation, junior champions of Europe or the world, they don't get those millions, and they have really peanuts, and they are fighting to get financing for like a few $1,000s to make sure that they will pay for some entry fee in some championship, or they will have flight tickets to fly on another side of the globe, or they will buy new equipment for sports. So most of sports money go to very few people, and mostly it goes to top sports stars and their agents, because of course in sports one of the big issues is that there are a lot of middlemen, and these middlemen are taking lots of money which are not really reaching the sports people and real athletes. And at the same time, if you talk to people who are very good in their sports, but they are not, top football stars, but they're, let's say, I don't know, let's say sailing stars. So we have one of our athletes, she's a sailing lady. She's a junior champion of Europe. Another lady we have, she's a swimmer. And by the way, these are very young girls, so they're like teenagers, 16, 15 years old. One lady which works with our company, and we have signed a marketing agreement with them, so she's competed with us. She is 15 years old swimmer from one small European country, and she won 3 medals in youth championship in Europe, and she went for Olympics in Tokyo, and she will have bright career ahead of her. But at the same time, at her own hometown, there is no 50 meters Olympic swimming pool. So she trains in 25 meters swimming pool. And with this kind of conditions, she is able to earn and to win European titles, medals, Olympics, and so on. With this kind of issues in sports, and with the bureaucracy which is in sports, so we know very well how greedy is all the bureaucracy, FIFA, and so on. All the time we have lots of scandals about bribing, about money laundering, and so on. So we are, as sport fans and as people who understand the business, when issues need to be in sports, and we are on the social mission, act fans and athletes, all those bureaucracy and layers. And so we can actually help young promising athletes and exploit, and nobody is doing this in the world. And at the same time, we can connect them to from their career growth, because basically it's like a startup investment. When you figure out who will be the next Google or next Amazon, and you invest very early in an athlete who will become next LeBron James, next Messi, next, I don't know, Michael Schumacher, you will be able to earn with the athlete. And when you will invest some of your crypto, those 2.0 charged with athlete name and image and likeness, right? Charged with marketing contracts, charged with different sporting achievements and events, this is possible, which is great thing that we are working on together with you.
Yeah, so I think that we can use these NFTs to help these young starting stars, rising stars, and then to execute any income distribution among supporters, and using collaterals to lock up such funds for special use. Or we can even bind such NFT to a current event, which will happen to a certain result. So firstly, we started thinking about this, about GameFi and in-game mechanics. So it's real simple about missions, races, and so on, fights. But here now we see a good use case for real world, especially in sports, one of the biggest market. So it's really looking big in nearest 1 year, 2 maybe. We'll see. And Alex, what do you think? How much time will it take to kind of maybe not to become a mainstream NFT in sports, but the thing that it's common, not just a new stylish thing?
NFT is very new technology. So NFT started in 2017 with funny stuff like CryptoKitties, then more funny stuff like CryptoPunks. You know, all these super hyped NFTs don't have real use case. So it's a cool stuff which looks cool. It's art. You can collect it, you can display it, you can resell it. This is what's most of NFTs at the moment. There are also other things like collectible sports moments and maybe some sports games and so on. But NFT as a certificate of ownership on blockchain is capable of much more utility and more applications. Also, as you mentioned, there are many things in sports that can be real life use cases. And we are working with IoTex on application that will be able to, let's say, reward people who are participating in sports events. So if you are a fan of some sports club, you go into a sports stadium, you support your club, and you can prove this with your smartphone or with your wearable device that you are in this event, in this area. And actually, if you are even cheering loud, so if you're supporting your club loud enough, you will get some points, you will get extra things. And if you're a holder of NFT of the athlete or a club, and you do this kind of real world tasks, like, you know, it's not like a Pokemon Go, but it's this kind of gamification. So it's not like you watch football on TV, you eat crisps, drink cola, and you are, you know, big and obese guy which never plays football. But we want to help people to become more engaged in sports. We want people to become more active in life as well. So when they will be more engaged with sports, more engaged in different athletic exercises, they will be able to get something. They will be able to earn more. And if they will follow the sports well enough and they will understand how the athletes are progressing, they will be able to predict athletes' power index and these kind of things, they will be able to trade derivatives from the NFTs, which will be NFTs 2.0, charged with different tokens, charged with events, with different gamification mechanics. It's amazing. I mean, we are just in the very beginning. So all crypto world is like 200 million people versus 8 billion on the earth, right? Which is nothing. It's like we are in internet in 1983. So when we were kids, both Alex, all of us, we were kids and internet just started, we didn't know about it. So only few geeks sitting in some institutions were working on internet, military guys and so on. And thanks to blockchain technology, we are bringing this new Web 3.0 to people very quickly, very early. We are very early adopters, both of our companies and all people who are watching us. You are the first people to be in the right place and the right things. And basically, you are really early enough, and you will watch new Googles and Amazons of the Web 3.0 rising, 3.0 rising, and hopefully both of our companies will be those unicorns of Web 3.0.
Hopefully
At least
so.
we are working day and night to get it.
And as you mentioned about derivatives, it's a kind of our long-term vision and aim in Envelop. So we started from hedging any funds, any assets. So we saw it's a big problems in the spring when rising NFTs, which were on a real hype, then dropped down to zero. So we see our long-term aim from like tokenizing of payment channels, and then it will lead us to secure derivatives. And as anybody knows, that derivatives is the biggest market ever in the world. So it's estimated about $880 trillion equivalent, so 10 times more than all the money in the world. So we're hopefully to get some part of a percent in this market, and so it will be a real big thing for us, as you mentioned, to become a unicorn. So we have rather big aims, both of our companies, and I hope we will force each other in this field. And Alex, what do you think we can see in 1 year? We thinking about future, maybe 5 to 4, 10 years, but 1 year, what will change next fall?
So in terms of 1 year, actually we have a roadmap which is displayed on the first page of nftdeals.io. So I can just drop a link in the chat. And you will see the roadmap of NFT deals, which gets us into the next year very, very quickly. So I just scroll down and I read what we have done already and what we have. So what we did, we started to unleash NFT and decentralized finance potential for sports. We have real and digital NFT collectibles already implemented on our nftdeals.io marketplace. We have also created cards integrated for payment because we want to involve normal sports fans which are not in crypto yet. So they will enter the cryptoverse with our projects, with their sport clubs and athletes. We have gamification piloting already. We are working on Athletes Power Index and Blockchain of People Authenticator. We have registered trademark for Blockchain of People already, and the beta is planned at the end of this year. We hope to deliver it, although we have now so many plans and so many great collaborations that we have to accommodate all the great ideas into the development plans, but we are working really hard with the developers to deliver it. So if we look into the next year, we are working on sports decentralized finance crowdfunding platform, which is scheduled to be delivered next year. We are actually partnering with some big blockchains, which will help us to scale up quickly and to get access to new communities and new solutions very quickly as well. We're going to tokenize athletes' IP and name, image, and likeness rights and contracts next year as well. We are going to launch a sports launchpad where any athlete can generate a Genesis NFT token, charge this Genesis NFT with their name, image, and likeness rights, with their marching rights, and with their IP as well. And we are going to launch market maker for the Athlete Power Indexes by the end of the next year as well. So as you see, lots of great developments already planned on the roadmap. And we are working hard with our developers and all the team to get it done. And actually, it's great that we started to collaborate with Envelop, because you guys will help us to deliver those NFT 2.0 solutions quicker. We are now on ERC 1155 and the same contract in Binance, and you are on ERC 721. But you know, and we discussed already, that we will move very quickly into ERC 1155 together. So basically, as you told very fairly, we will push each other to progress quicker than we would do standalone. That's great. I mean, we are really very happy to join Envelop, because we share the same vision, we talk the same language, and when we just throw in a new idea, you'll say, yeah, this is great, and we can do it like this, and we can do it like that, and we say, yeah, and we can build more use cases based on this. So many great ideas. We just need to deliver it and to connect the real sport fans, which are not in crypto yet, to this kind of solutions in the easy way, explain it in a simple way to athletes and clubs, because I mean, sports people don't go into details with all this crypto, DeFi, derivatives, NFT 2.0. They talk simple. Okay, I have this, you have that. What you will give me, when I will give it, and if I will win, I don't know, Stanley Cup, how much more money I will get. If I will win Olympic Games, how much more money I will get, and what my fans will get. This is the way of talking.
Yeah.
So we have to
So
adapt
just show the money
our
and
talks
everything goes
from
good.
Envelop. Yeah. So we need to adapt what we discuss with you guys, because you are very advanced. We are very advanced. We are way ahead of even the crypto market, way ahead of NFT market. And it's like, you know, we are already on the moon, while the sports business in the Stone Age. You know, FIFA is still using fax machines to confirm contracts. I mean, when did you see working fax machine last time? I think I was in university, or I was a trainee when I saw it.
I haven't even seen it when I was working a kind of in a Russian customs. So even there, I haven't seen them. But it's very ancient.
And customs is very traditional. I mean, customs offices are very traditional, and these guys are working with lots of papers. You know better than me how many certificates you have to get: certificate of origin, certificate of this and that, whatever. All this copied and scanned, and notary, all the notary apostille approvals and so on. And by the way, this is not our business. This is not in sports, but in blockchain. You have already solutions, and you can tell more about this, that this can be solved very easily with blockchain tools. No paperwork, all paperless. It's like what we do with smart sports contracts with athletes. When one club buys an athlete and sells this to another club, those people who invested in this athlete and his or her NFTs, or the academy which actually educated that athlete, will get automatically the money from this new selling contract via the smart contract, via the blockchain transactions. No paperwork. You don't need to chase anyone. You don't need to pay to lawyers. You don't need to send any faxes. When the new deal is done, the new money, new value of the athlete is redistributed to all the contributors of this athlete, including owners of the NFT, including those who financed the initial contract, and including even the special rights which are in FIFA rules. So let's say when an athlete grows into a star, and in football they start to earn millions, there are academies which help them to become stars. They have to earn something. They have to earn certain percentages. And currently in the global world, like $300 million of this solidarity, this is called solidarity fees. So these solidarity fees are wasted. They don't actually come to the academies which grew up and invested in this athlete. And with our blockchain solutions and smart contract, we can do it right away. And now with NFTs 2.0, we can build on it a layer of crypto investors, of real people like me and you, who will buy NFTs of an athlete, hold this NFT, will be able to stake it, will be able to get rewards, and we will be able to get part of this earning when this new football star hits the sky and starts to earn those millions. These millions will be cascaded down to those crypto investors, clubs who helped this to rise the star, and to the academies as well, automatically via blockchain transactions. No fax machines, no lawyers involved anymore. No middlemen as well.
We'll see a crypto to the moon in sports soon with the help of your project, and we'll hear in chats when moon about any player.
Yeah, next year, hopefully. Like, yeah. I'm now in the Middle East, so like they say in this region, next year, inshallah.
Nice. So next year we'll also offer you new tools like Oracle we are building on. So it's about reputation, anti-fraud systems, scoring systems for NFTs to fast estimate them, and at the ending part we'll also invent an index solution to form indexes from any assets inside NFTs, and these indexes also will be tradable. So not only the protocol, which is now ready to be deployed, but much things upcoming. And as our BDO, promised me that in a year there will be about 100 implementations of our product and other products. So I think we'll see a big move in 1 year.
For sure, for sure. I mean, honestly speaking, I mean, we talk to different blockchain projects, and of course, not even blockchain projects. We talk to sports agents, clubs, athletes, and so on. And we are really lucky that we have discovered you guys in Envelop and Nifty DAO, that we will be able to move this market to the moon much faster together. And in terms of 100 implementations, I see basically every day or two you announce new collaborations, you announce new partnerships. We have discussed with you guys already that we'll work together on some partnerships which you have already secured in sports, but you don't really have the manpower and use cases what to do with it. So we will help you with this as well. So it's really lots of synergies coming from our collaboration. And when moon is just a question. I mean, if you are in sports and you train hard and you do everything right, the moment when you will get those Olympic medals or the cups or whatever will come. If it will not come this year, if it will not come this Olympic Games, you work harder, you work and improve yourself even more, and next Olympics you will get it. This is how sport works. Lots of pain, lots of hard work, but that's the same in business.
Yeah, and like in sports team, each of our projects focusing on the thing they do the best than the others. So just you focus on your best, we focus on our best, and then we see synergy when 1 + 1 = 5 or 10.
Absolutely, x10, yes, or x100 as people like in crypto. 1 + 1 equals x100, 100 x's.
As they say, not a financial advice, not a promise.
Of course, do your own research, not a financial advice. Sure, yeah, always. Especially we are a Swiss company, so we are very, very careful with all the legal stuff. By the way, that's why also our NFT marketplace is based on offshore legal entity, because NFTs are not regulated yet, as you know, right? So there is not really real world understanding from the legal side and so on. So to be on the safe side, we have decided to take the NFT business unit outside of the Swiss entity. We put it on the offshore legal entity, just in case, because we don't know when any kind of regulation will come in Europe. Now we are also in the US with the US legal entity. So we put our eggs in different baskets. We have Swiss legal entity, we have Polish legal entity, US legal entity, offshore legal entity. And at the same time, technologically, it's all the same. So we work on the flagship business brand of Switzerland. And Switzerland is quite advanced. So those guys in Zug and in Zurich are quite advanced in terms of regulation. That's why we have selected this jurisdiction.
Our legal advisor also said that Switzerland is the #1 in the regulation of crypto, like the most.
Yeah, it's quite good. It's quite good. Of course, there are lots of white spaces yet, and lots of things are not clear yet, but that's because the market is very new. We are driving this market forward. So we are creating with you, with Envelop and all of our partners, we are creating new use cases. We are talking now to, and we are partnering with some Canadian company who is working on NFT certificates for the copyright. As soon as we will sign with them, we will tell this to you guys as well. And so we will be able to bring even more use cases. Also on our NFT deals.io marketplace, sports is just the first space. So we focus on sports because we are a sports company, but at the same time, with the same backend, with the same solutions, we will be able to create more spaces, as we call it. So we will have sports space, art space, music space, real estate space, and many things. So with the same backend, same solutions.
And for these new ideas also, we can offer a kind of an idea of it in our team. It was like about barter exchange, when you swap one asset on another. And if, for example, you swap car on a house, so when you wrap these assets and place difference in price inside this wrapped NFT and just swaps it, and then you can unwrap it and get the surplus of money and get your car when you sell your house, for example.
Absolutely, absolutely. And by the way, we didn't discuss this because currently we're focused on sports, but it's good that you mentioned this. We have to talk offline about this because we have one of our investors and shareholders is Blockchain Propulsion, which is a Swiss accelerator and blockchain company, and they're focusing on real estate. They have tokenization solutions for real estate. They are quite advanced in this, so we can also link you together, so you will be able to work together on real estate tokenization.
Yeah, one more case, guys. I'm just on the call.
Absolutely. Stay tuned.
Yeah, see you. Thanks for your time.
So next time, I hope to see you guys and in the next 2 days on AMA session, because I'm the only Russian member of Bloxport team. And since Envelop team is mostly Russian as well, we will have in 2 days AMA session in Russian as well. So if you have more questions, don't hesitate, join in 2 days and we'll talk in Russian more in detail if you like.
Yeah. See you guys. Thanks.
Thank you very much.